Hey guys, so today's easy back to school makeup look is going to be done on Kayla, my beautiful niece. Say hi, Kay. Say hi again. Alright, so let's get going. So on a clean face, I'm going to moisturize with the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer. It's amazing. It has SPF 50. Also going to prime with Prestige Primes and Ready. And there goes a little creeper back there. But I love this stuff because it's perfect for normal to dry skin. I personally don't feel like it necessarily prolongs my makeup throughout the day because I have oily skin. On that note, I'm going to use the Infallible Pro Glow Foundation on Kayla, also because she, like I said, has normal to dry skin. This is kind of promoted for oily skin, and I know it does work for some people, but for me, it does not. So I'm just going to be using it on her. For the under eyes, I'm going to conceal, color correct with the Pixi under eye color correcting cream. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I'm going to use this brush just to kind of blend that in there. This is perfect for covering up any dark circles and for keeping the under eyes moisturized. With my Real Techniques beauty sponge, I'm going to basically blend in some Maybelline Fit Me concealer under the eyes, on the eyelids, and on the high points of her face for some highlighting purposes. But nothing too ridiculous because this is a school slash work kind of easy go-to look. I'm gonna set everything on her face with my favorite setting powder in the world, the Maybelline Fit Me in shade 135. This has a subtle peachy, I wouldn't even say peachy, but it's a really kind of like pinky peachy. There, I said peachy. Undertone to it. It's very soft, very finely milled. It does do a great job at brightening, and it's completely undetectable. So I'm just going to use that to set every area of her face that I use the concealer on. So with my Physicians Formula translucent Youthful Wear Powder, I'm just gonna set the rest of her face and use this natural bronzer from Rimmel on a dual fiber brush to kind of keep it really in the natural zone, but I did want to add some color to her skin. And I'm going to use the Milani Easy Brow Setting Gel on her brows. I'm not going to fill them in or get too precise because she has adorable brows, and I'm just going to leave them as natural as can be. So now I'm going to prime the eyes with the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer, which is what I prefer it for. And setting it with the Wet n Wild Single Shadow. It's the only natural tone. I'll put it in the bar below. And I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Trio Knock on Wood. And I'm attempting to put the lighter color on the eyebrow bone, but it just doesn't show. It doesn't show. It's very light. So I take the dark brown color and I'm just brushing that into her crease and forming an outer V kind of shape, and just blending and saturating that crease. And once I get the shade that I'm looking for, I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and blend all the edges out so that they look a little seamless. Now here's where I'm just kind of going ham on her eyes. I love her eyes. They're so big, and I personally don't have this much space on my eyes to play with shadow. So I went crazy and I grabbed a tiny ass brush and I just had a lot of fun applying the eyeshadow to her eyelid. You can definitely grab a brush that's suited perfectly for your eye shape and you can get that shadow on in like less than 3 seconds, I promise you. So I'm just going back and forth from the left eye to the right eye, making sure that I get the color exactly where I want it. Kayla preferred something that was a little more bold because she's kind of tired of all the neutrals and she wanted something that she could play with on a day-to-day basis for school or for work, and this is what I came up with. So I'm going to take this little brush and just kind of buff out those colors together and kind of blend them better. And I'm using that lighter shade again on the inner corner. I will tell you that I was not pleased with it. It does not have the pop that I was looking for, so I opted for something a little later on in the video. The only non-drugstore item in this video is going to be the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in Stag, I believe it is. It's a brown color. I didn't have another brown liner, unfortunately, but you can definitely get one. CoverGirl has an amazing one. And I'm taking this little brush just to kind of smudge out that really thick line because she has a big eyelid. I felt like her eyes could handle a thick smudge, but you can definitely do whatever suits your eyes better. The next step is going in with that brown powder, that brown shadow again on the under eye, the lower lid, lash line, whatever you want to call it, and going back in with that cranberry color on top of it. This is a quad that I got from Ulta in a kit. I'm going to put the name of that shadow that I used on her inner corner. I believe it's Calla Lily. It's my favorite inner corner highlight, and I'm just gonna buff all of that in and blend it out so it doesn't look too crazy. And I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Color Icon Kohl Liner on her waterline for tight lining purposes. She's not really good at opening her eye up for the camera, so that just I didn't catch that one. And then for the waterline on the bottom, I'm going to take this Rimmel Scandalize in Nude. I'll also curl her lashes as best as I can. She has the most wispy, beautiful, adorable lashes in the world. And to emphasize those, I'm using the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express. This mascara is phenomenal. I love this stuff. I have tiny lashes and I always opt for this mascara when I don't want to use falsies. This is my favorite mascara. I wouldn't leave home without it. So next step is the blush, and for a natural kind of sheer sheen to the cheeks, I took this NYC Blushable Cream Stick blush on a small dual fiber brush, and I applied that in a dabbing motion on her cheeks. And I really like the outcome with this blush. It did give like a really nice natural glow to her face, and I kind of just blended that in with my Real Technique sponge. Taking this NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Pink, and I'm just going to line her lips and fill in her lips with the L'Oreal Ferris Nude. This color is the best. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful nude sheer type of pinky, nudie, whatever. It's the bomb, and it looks really good on her. And I'm gonna finish everything off with the Maybelline Master Fix and just drown that face, make sure it's set and it looks beautiful. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.